The, in the last paragraph of the hospital minutes, you'll see that during the meeting, we discussed the budget procedure at the hospital. Normally, we would have had a budget passed by the hospital governing board to present to the board for their approval. At this meeting, due to the fact that they were operating under the consideration at the hospital that they'd be under the Genesis budgeting process, they took a little longer than normal to get the budget ready. They approved at the finance meeting, they approved the budget for the hospital on the 29th, and what we have in front of us here is the final budget, subject to, and you said there may be some tweaking, Ted, or is it all?
No, it's finalized and just contingent upon your approval and then the hospital board as well.
All right. And at this time, I'd like to move that we approve the 2012-2013 hospital budget for the hospital.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 8, nursing home, Mr. Haynes.
Maxine, can I give a quick update hospital-wise? Because
Yes.
I did send out an email to you after the last board meeting. I just want to make sure everybody did receive that. There has been a further dialogue with the Health Facilities Planning Board on our certificate of exemption. They had a few clarifying questions for us on the big packet that we sent to them, citing the legal documentation as well as their own rules that an option is only legal until that option is exercised. So they had a couple of cleanup follow-up questions, and we're still waiting to hear from them to get that issue resolved. If we can get it resolved by mid-August, we will be able to be on their October board agenda, so that's what our goal is. And they have referred it to their external attorneys, so they've moved it from the staff to outside counsel, which hopefully will help facilitate things a little bit quicker with them. And then the other update that I had for you was on due diligence. We've essentially completed all of the due diligence review for both the hospital and the nursing home. On the hospital side, we did come across some Medicare analysis that we're going to have to take a deeper dive into, and we met with Greg and Carla Steele, right, Carla?
Yep.
Your outside counsel, to kind of bring them up to speed on that Medicare receivable analysis. We need to engage an outside attorney to come in and give us the blessing on that analysis, and so the hospital will take that on, but Greg did give us the recommendation to use a firm out of Chicago to do that. So we'll take that to the hospital board at our meeting in 2 weeks to get that approval to do that.
Yeah, they got to review like 10 years of Medicare records, and if there's anything gray or incorrect or needs to be explained, that you have to do that within 60 days. So they're going to retain this firm. That's basically all they do.
Is this just on our facility or is this on Genesis facilities?
It's just on
Just
the
on
hospital.
Mercer.
Just on Mercer, okay.
And it's just on Medicare receivable?
Yes.
Well, and leases and whatever's going on there the last 10 years. Anything they find has got to be corrected, sale or no sale.
Any questions from you? Thank you.
Okay, number 8, nursing home, Mr. Haynes.
Before you have a outline of the minutes of the Mercer County Nursing Home meeting, I so propose to
Yeah.
move that we accept this. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The extension.
Oh,
It's not in the, you have the finance packet from last week.
did I?
It's just extension for a year.
Okay, the extension, management service agreement, was presented and extended 1 year, is that right, Ted?
No, just through the end of the calendar year, so.
Oh, through the end of the
6
calendar
months.
year?
Correct.
And
Our
this
hope
was
is that we have it
passed-
closed by then.
This was passed at finance.
What is the holdup specifically? What is it?
I did send you an email on it. The Illinois Health Facilities Planning Board has deemed our application incomplete because they're concerned that the negotiated agreement we had back in November of 2010, where we negotiated to have an option on the hospital purchase, was actually the transfer of ownership in their mind, according to the staff. That was the staff's opinion. and that we should have approached them at that time and asked for their blessing to change ownership. And the attorneys are just befuddled by their interpretation of that. It's not, I mean, it's definitely clear in the law, it's clear in their own rules that ownership only changes after that option is exercised. County still controlled it, the local hospital board still controlled decision-making, and they are mistaken on their interpretation.
That
So
won't
that's
be
what the
related
whole
more
thing is.
than hopefully, right? They won't.
Well, yeah.
It is a state of Illinois.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.